Welcome to Fino Concept. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. What's up guys, this is Theo from Fino Concept, and today I'm going to show you how to bring your images to life. Basically we are going to be animating certain parts of our image to make it look like they are actually moving even though they are not. So let's just jump into our application. For this tutorial I'll be using Photoshop CC 2018. Okay, so let's just go ahead and create a new project. Click on new, and we are going to set this as, I don't know, let's try 1280 by 720. Hit create. Okay, so I have these images pre-downloaded and pre-shot my phone. Let's see. So this is our first image. This is an image of a field I downloaded from Google. So let's open it up in Adobe Photoshop, and what I'm going to do is hold down Ctrl, press A to highlight everything, Ctrl X to cut it out, Ctrl W to close this. So let's paste it in here, Ctrl V. Okay, let's readjust it to fit our workspace. Okay, so I had an image of one of my friends. Let's go ahead and find it. So yeah, the image is somewhere here. Let's see. Okay, this is what I'll be using. So let's just click and drag onto our workspace, and we are going to cut out his image. If you want to know more about how to cut out images, I'll leave a card right around this area so that I can follow us along. Okay, so let's cut out using the pen tool. You know what, let's just use the quick selection tool to make selection out of this as quickly as possible. Okay, you notice the size of my quick selection tool is very small because I have it set to 6. Let's make it about 10 pixel because I don't want it selecting so many unwanted parts. Now you see this part is also unwanted, so to undo that I hold down Alt, so it changes to a negative sign, and I just clean that part up. I have to make sure that this is a perfect selection, but since I'm just creating this for tutorial purposes, I'm not going to make it as perfect as yours will be. You have enough time on your hand. Okay, so let's just create a bit more. So what I'm doing is just clicking and dragging with my mouse. Okay, so it's left with this part of the shoe. Now this part is not needed, so I'm holding down Alt and I'm clicking and dragging over this area. Like I said, mine doesn't have to be perfect, but yours has to be. So this part is also not wanted. Just want to select his clothes. I don't need the pole behind him. Okay, so what we are going to do now is, let me bring this. What you are going to do now is click on with the image selected, you click on add layer mask, and this is going to hide all those portions we unselected. So I'll apply this, right click, apply layer mask, Control A, Control X, Control W, then Control V. So with my move tool selected, I'll hold down Shift and Alt, then I'll resize this to fit. I don't know, maybe right around here is okay. And rotate this slightly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is change my foreground color to white and add gradient on top of it. I want to hide all those portions. I'm not going to be showing photo manipulation, so I don't want to go in depth into that. If you want to know more about photo manipulations, I'll leave a few of the cards up here, so you can click up here to view them. But you know what, let's just create a shadow for this particular image. So click below this image and create a layer mask so that it will be below that, and let's call it shadow. Now to rename, you just double click on the layer. So with our brush tool selected, which is this one, you can press V on your keyboard, make it about this big, probably as big as a shoe. Then you make sure it's selected to soft brush, then you just brush over like so. Okay, so let's go back and reduce the opacity to about 50, let's try 70%. Okay, so let's bring back our gradient and let's try to match his brightness with this. So I'll go to filter, you know what, let's duplicate this, Control J. I'll go to filter, camera raws filter. Now in case you don't have this, I'll be creating them in 2 sessions. All I want to do is increase the exposure so that we can have more light on him, and just click on OK. So in case you don't have that, what you can do is hold down Control and click on the thumbnail here, so that will create a selection around the image. Then you go to our adjustment panel and click on exposure. So up here we just increase the exposure, and it's going to affect just that part of the image. You see we have a layer mask of that image right here. So at any point in time you can clean some part up. So let's just assume that I don't want so much light coming from this direction. With my brush tool selected, probably reduce the opacity to about 30%. Then I'll just brush over that particular portion. Number of times to determine how dim is going to be. Okay, so let's start animating. Let's group all of this and Control G by the way, double click and name it image. Okay, so this is our background. Hide this. This is our background. We want to remove the cloud from up here and create our own. So quick selection tool, just select the entire clouds here and create a layer mask. So you'll notice that this part is the one selected, but we actually want the grass. So with the layer mask selected here, not the layer itself, the layer mask selected, hold down Control and press I. This is going to invert that selection. So now we have this instead of the clouds, and we are going to paste in our own clouds. So I had these downloaded from Google. So let's put both of them in our design. So check OK, and let's click and drag these two beneath our background layer. Okay, I will hide the first one so that I can work on the second. So with my move tool selected, I'll resize it maybe about this big, and I'll duplicate this. You can click and drag onto the new layer and move this over here. Okay, this is nice. And whilst clicking any of these 6 points, with my move tool still selected, of course, I right click and flip this horizontally. So flip horizontal and probably increase the size so that they don't look exactly the same, just overlap each other. Okay, click OK. Now let's bring this one up and readjust it the way we want it. Okay, so maybe about here is okay for me. Now what I would like to do is create layer mask for all 3 clouds so that we can hide certain portions. So I'll create a layer mask for this one. Click on my brush and just brush out the part I don't need. Since my opacity is still set to 30%, it's just showing me 30% of the work I'm doing. I want it set to 100% so that it will clean up those portions. Let's increase the brush size. Okay, so now we are getting something much better. I just want the cloud. I don't need the blue part. So let's create a layer mask for that one too, and we brush away those portions we don't need. So now it's white and we are brushing with a black brush. In case you want to bring it back, you just change the colors. So white will bring it back, black will just take it out. Okay, and you can do that by using X on your keyboard. X is going to just swap in the color, so you can see from here. Alright, this looks good to me. So what I'm going to do is I just want to increase the size of, no, not the size, the brightness. So I'll go to exposure. I want the blue to stand out and just increase it up, maybe about this big. Now you notice I didn't create a layer mask for this particular one, so it's just creating the same thing and it's affecting everything. So I can hold down Control and click on this layer mask icon, then I'll go back here, click on this layer mask too, and just brush everything out. Now this is affecting that part, we don't want that, so undo. What you can do is hold down Control, hold down Shift and press I. That's going to invert the selection. You can also do that by going to select and you go to inverse, so that will select this part. That's the part we want. So with the layer mask selected, I'll just clean that part up. Okay, that's the part we don't want, so we just clean that part up. Okay, maybe let's make it about 50% or 60. Okay, so let's bring back okay, so now that we are done creating our image, let's move on to the step 2 where we will be animating our image. So make sure you watch the next